I'm gonna check to see that we're live.
I've currently got no notification. And there it is. There's the notification. All right.
Yeah. So far there's one watching now, but it's playing and that's good. I'm going to skip ahead in the video so that we can... so that we have an interesting still to use. Hi Beanie, hi Sad Person, hi Reboot Spinel, hi Bernie again, hello Lemon, hello Real Comedy.
Hello everybody.
Everyone's getting in. How's everyone doing today? They're just arguing over who talked first. So we're just starting the live stream, as most of you can tell. If I'm too loud or my friend Post here is too loud, let us know and we will adjust our volumes. Say hi, Post.
What's up, y'all? How's it going?
Yeah, sorry, I can't say everyone's names. There's 121 of you now. That would be very difficult, but just know that I love all of you equally, except for that one person. You know who you are.
I am so sorry. I did not mean to do that last night.
And we're off to a great start. The gay rumors about Deep Cut shall persist.
Oh, I was just going along with it, man.
Well, it's too late now. Yes, the episodes have aired. I'm the real Steven, Real Comedy says. You're the real comedy, but you're not the real Steven. Alright, so we're getting a little bit of a group going here. It's nice to see everyone again. No video of our faces this week because, you know, you didn't want to see that anyways. My name's Deep Cut, and I am joined this week by an upcoming new host on the channel named Post Storm. Post, introduce yourself.
Hey, everybody. My name's Post. Nice to meet y'all.
Why don't you tell us 3 fun facts about yourself?
Oh, geez. They're just going to have to wait till the very first... I have some good facts up in there.
Oh, why don't you say 3 of them here?
Because I don't feel like thinking. It's late for me.
Well, okay, I'll ask 3 questions. What's your favorite color?
I actually have a mixture of colors. Like, soul color, it would be probably either black or red. Most likely red.
Black's my favorite color, too. What is your favorite food?
I don't really have one.
You have no favorite food?
Not really.
Alright, and what's your favorite TV show?
Probably the one we're discussing right now. So about those episodes, eh?
Well, we're still waiting for people to come in. People have actually left, so we're doing great. So that's Post Storm, and we're about to start discussing the episodes. I guess we'll start with Snowed In first, which was an interesting episode, as you can see from the thumbnail here. Not what I was expecting. What about you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh. I realized there was a lot of like callbacks to like prior episodes and seasons and stuff like that. And that's pretty good.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. I liked it too. I think it was just you know, I think the previews, the synopsis said that it was going to be showing us what all the gems have been up to in the last 2 years. And that didn't happen at all.
I feel lied to.
Yeah.
But it kind of showed that they're still trying to treat Steven like he used to be. Whenever we all realized, you know, he's definitely grown.
Yeah, I was expecting him to actually reverse his age accidentally just because they were making him feel younger. I didn't think it was going to be a purposeful thing.
I mean, I'm personally really glad that he actually stood up for himself, because that's what I've realized with Future. He's becoming a lot more assertive in that kind of sense.
Yeah, I personally love this new approach to Steven. Like, his old version, I liked him, but he was so sweet that I got diabetes.
He was also like, you know, he would be the one that would try to talk everything out first.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, now he's grown to realize that there are some things that you just can't talk your way out of.
Yeah. So to answer a few questions real quick, sorry to cut you off there. Extra R asks, hey Deep Cut, where can I find the cover of Peace and Love that you use in your videos? A lot of people have been asking that. I've been meaning to ask Hailey so that I can put a link to it. In our next few videos where the song is featured, it will be in the description, so check for it there. And someone else mentioned what you said. Game Fan said, hey Deep Cut, I love that callback to Ocean Gem when Steven tried to tell Lapis about her not being nice before. And I'm not sure if that was a callback just to Ocean Gem or the fact that Lapis is just not really a nice person in general. What do you think?
I personally just like any Lapis episode, but I think it was kind of like a hint at kind of what they were saying with the Ocean Gem and stuff like that, and more or less the fact that she just doesn't take crap from anybody.
Yeah, she's rather assertive on that. I guess after being in prison for 5,000 years, you just want to stop putting up with it.
Oh, I'd be the same way.
So yeah, I think we all would. 5,000 years was a little too long. Just a little.
It gave you such a crick in the neck.
But yeah, it was a very interesting episode. I like Steven's more sarcastic kind of humor now that he's a teenager, in regards to him saying, he didn't say it, but like when Lapis said, they're not nice like I am, he just kind of gave her that face.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Rowan says, first Deep Cut is rude to me, now a diabetes joke. I've been a fan for over 4 years on this channel, now I'm unsubscribing. Because of a diabetes joke?
Yeah, Deep Cut, stop being so rude to people, jeez.
I guess I'm a terrible person. Ruby Doc is here, welcome. Let's skip around in the episode a bit and see... oh god, so that part where the cat pops out, you see that? You can't see that, your visual's kind of behind because you're not watching the same visual I am, because it's on a lag. But the part of the episode where Garnet tries to give Cat Steven to take to work with him, what do you think that possible future timeline was about?
I actually have no idea.
Yeah, like as soon as she was like, has everything you need, and you know, Garnet being Garnet, I would imagine she was looking into the future, so
I guess maybe trying to show a gem, you know, cute stuff, you know, kind of like how Lapis was with those alien things in, what episode was it? I forgot the name of the episode off the top of my mind.
Why So Blue?
Yeah, Why So Blue? Maybe trying to like use Cat Steven as something like that.
Yeah, he I guess it makes sense. I don't know, I just like the idea that Garnet's like, you're gonna need this later. It's kind of funny. I liked Amethyst's gag with the eggs in the eyes. That was nice. Pearl's overdressing of Steven was funny. Go on.
Pearl actually shapeshift.
Yeah, so I was going to kind of go through the episode sequentially and build our way up to that. But yeah, that was a big moment. I was kind of expecting it once they started. It just seemed like that kind of energy, but it's still, you know, a bit jarring to see. We've never even seen her do, you know, other than when she shapeshifted into Rose Quartz, I don't think we've even seen her, like, extend her arm or, you know, change her size or anything like that.
I mean, after what she's been through, it's been kind of obvious why she doesn't, though, so...
Yeah, no, I mean, I just referenced it, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, what were you saying?
You talking to me?
Yeah, it sounded like you were on a tangent. I just cut you off, so...
Oh, no, I'm good.
Oh, okay, yeah. Steven is a vegetarian. Does anyone believe that's going to stick, or do you think by the next episode they'll show him eating meat again?
I would love it if it stuck.
Okay, so a lot of people just don't care about Steven Tag, and they have a lot of questions about Why So Blue, so I guess we should really just, like, address that. So there was a scene... Where is it? Here we go. Yep. Where they were dancing, and we all felt it. We all felt that they were about to fuse, yeah?
Oh, I felt that right off the bat. I was just like, they are going to fuse. And I was going to scream if they fused, but they didn't. And I felt kind of disappointed and, you know.
Yeah, I was, really, I wasn't, like, shocked that they didn't after what happened last week, but it really felt like, okay, they can't do that to us twice in a row. Because last week it looked like Steven, Garnet, and Pearl were going to fuse together, and it just, you know, didn't happen.
Everything's been disappointments. I'm kidding about that last part, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's would have been nice. Oh, someone asked a question. If they can shapeshift as fusions, how come they don't just make Obsidian bigger during the Diamonds fight?
That's a good question.
It's not a good question, really,
Oh, it's
because
not?
no, because like so they can become bigger. Like so, becoming bigger isn't. I guess it is a shape shifting skill, but like we've seen that even Amethyst can't just come back bigger and hold a bigger form. Like when she's trying to be
Well,
Jasper, it's a strain.
well, I think they're talking more on the lines of how Amethyst shapeshift for the wrestling version. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's kind
Even
of
even if it's temporary to kind of give an upper hand if needed.
yeah. I don't know. Is she even really that big as the Purple Puma? I feel like she just has like bigger hair and like more of a muscular physique, but it doesn't seem like she's that much bigger. Whereas like
I have to go back from the episode and look.
yeah, I think I've even seen one of the size charts where she's only like barely bigger, like she's just barely stretching herself. Whereas like Obsidian barely, was bigger than the giant robot's foot. So I don't really think she could stretch herself that thin to match, the giant robot if she wanted to.
Another thing that I've realized is size in the show is really it's constantly fluctuating.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's probably from like all the different artists and whatnot.
Yeah, but there's still a standard idea of what their
Yeah.
sizes are supposed to be. They don't always get them right. But like just having Obsidian turn just as big as the robot or really big enough that it matters, not really a good idea. Honestly, I think the smaller the better, just because a harder target to hit.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll see Peridot, Lapis, or Bismuth fuse soon? No, I think that they like after Mega Pearl. I think they were just like, here you go. There's your fusion for the season.
I should actually probably open up the stream. Give me a second.
Yeah, because you could read questions too, see what's going on,
Yeah.
see the video clips being referenced. Someone else asked, what do you think of the giant water lapis? That was pretty cool. It shouldn't really be surprising at this point, just because of anything really that we've had in the last in the past. She took the entire ocean and turned it into a tower. So I don't think we should be surprised by her. And she did, water Stevens, water Garnets, and water Pearls. So we shouldn't be. Are you mad we didn't see the fusion's new forms? Not really, because they don't adjust all that much. Like when we saw Smoky Quartz, it was pretty much the same, but with a jacket around her waist. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I was pulling it up. My internet was being a little sluggish.
Okay. Yeah, someone just asked, are we disappointed that we didn't see the fusion's new form, since they were, transformed to Steven?
I mean, that didn't really bother me any at all, because it was more or less I can't really say filler because it had made some sense in the end, but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not making any sense to myself at this point. I'm tired.
It's fine. Anonymous just asked, no more fusions. Explain why you think there will be no more when this is likely a 52-episode season. How do you get that number? It seems more or less confirmed that there's only going to be 20 to 24 episodes this season. So I don't know where they got that from. This will not be a 52-episode season, to say the least.
Rainbow 2.0 asked, who's your favorite uncorrupted gems? Mine's probably Larimar.
Oh, gosh. Mine is probably Zebra Jasper. Just because I really like the, she looks like she glows. Anonymous said, a voice actor was seen recording in August. If I'm not mistaken, Zach Callison has already left for his 2 to 3 year hiatus, and they had to wrap up the majority of voice acting before that. They might have called someone else in to do some editing, some redos after the fact, but according to the thing that I saw where they were keeping track of all the recording sessions via social media, there's only going to be 20 to 24 episodes. Alright, so what did we think about this epic Lapis fight? And did you expect the two Lapises to fuse together?
I was actually expecting them to fuse if it was going to end up being like, a Steven Lapis fusion. Like they would probably go in like follow in their footsteps kind of deal.
Yeah,
and
so
then there'll be like a really big fight.
that would have been cool, like having Steven and Lapis fuse by accident, and then them fusing, and then using the fusion as their weapon. That would have been interesting. It's a shame we don't get, because you mentioned, I don't think you mentioned it during the stream, but before we started, you said this is kind of a fan service season. And
Yeah,
I would have
was
loved to.
before stream.
Yeah, which I think is correct to some degree. Like the Mega Pearl, like that was definitely very fan servicey. Though it did actually also play an important role in the character's development, so maybe we're just seeing it that way.
I think it's more of like a if they can please the fans as well as finish off the characters as they are doing, and development wise, then they'll go and try to do it that way.
Yeah.
So that way it makes sense to so it makes sense to the plot, but at the same time it goes out and gives the people what they want.
Yeah, I would say I'm like 50-50 on that, because half of it does feel like, like fan service. Like they're just finally giving us what we want. There's so many more action sequences. We are seeing more fusions, Bluebird and Mega Pearl. But I also feel like they're holding back on certain things. So, yeah. Someone else said, Anonymous once again, on the topic before about whether or not there's 50 or 20 episodes, Rebecca said that, hold up. Rebecca said the franchise is taking a break after Future, but it will likely return to the franchise at some point. Yeah, that's just what creators say. I mean, it is possible. Down the line we might see more video games, more comic books. Will it return as a show? Probably not. But yeah. Someone asked, do you think we'll see the Diamonds fuse? What do you think, Post?
I was just about to read that. If they do fuse, it would be a really good ending to their character. You know what I'm saying? Like it would wrap up their characters really nicely. Doing what they shunned the most during the previous eras. I said errors. But I don't think White would fuse at all. If there's going to be a diamond fusion, it's either going to be between Steven and one of the others, like a blue or yellow, or a blue and yellow, and get like a green. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think you're right in that it would be a very interesting way to wrap up their character arcs, just because so far they're only really being nice because of Steven, but seeing them indulge in that sort of thing would really, push it a step further. They were doing it for Steven before, but then they found things they did like. Whether or not White would fuse, I actually feel like White would be more open to it than Yellow.
Oh, really? Why is that?
White just seems like she's the typical grandma who's like all rules, and then as soon as the rules are removed, it's no rules. Whereas Yellow, even in like the movie, she was more off to the side, kind of like not really chiming in as much as the others. She seems to just kind of like be staying out of this sort of thing. So someone asked, is Deep Cut talking right now? I am Deep Cut. I am talking, but I am joined here today by our new potential host called Post Storm. Say hi again, Post.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
My name's Post.
For those of you just joining, there are two of us here. No video this week, just audio, but we have some fun clips playing on the screen for you guys to take a look at. We have someone shipping in the chat. Who's shipping what? Oh, someone said, I ship Lapis, Lapis, and Lapis. I don't know, that's too many Lapises.
You forgot about the tee-hee part.
Yeah, I didn't want to read that part.
I want to read that part.
Can we talk about Steven's face when the gems fused into Alexandrite, Steven? We could. I'd have to pull it up first. Let's see what Steven's face was. Why don't you entertain them with a story while I find that clip?
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh,
Too late, I found it.
I was just about to go into a story.
Oh, okay, my apologies. Well, here is Alexandrite Steven and Steven's reaction to it, which is not as interesting as I thought it would be based off the commenter wanting us to see it. What do you think?
His face looks like an emoji.
Kinda, yeah. Let's get that on Discord. But yeah, so Oh, one interesting thing is this actually ruins a theory out there that Steven's been wearing his dad's shirt, and that's what they found in the treasure chest. So as you all know, the treasure chest was opened sometime in the last 2 years, the treasure chest in Lion's Mane, and there's a lot of speculation as to what was actually in there. And a lot of people believe that it was actually Greg's original t-shirt, the black one with a star that's ripped at the shoulders. And we all thought that once we saw him take off his pink jacket, we would see that it was actually his dad's old shirt. But as you can see, his shoulder sleeves are completely intact, so it is not the same shirt as his dad, and probably, probably not what was in the chest.
I wonder if they're actually going to show what was in the chest.
They have to. Like, that would be such a mean move.
That would be a slap in all of our faces. Here's a chest that, we've been teasing since early seasons. And, it was open during the movie, but guess what? We didn't get to see what was inside. But we are never going to. That is what was really inside. It's nothing.
That was what was hidden inside, nothing. That's not a...
Air.
Yeah, that's... real quick, Game Fan asked, he said he wanted to see the scene right after Alexandrite fused Steven's face, but that literally is the same face that, it's the shot that I pulled up, so I don't know what he's asking about. Let's see. More questions in the chat. Maybe they repaired the shirt. Why would you do that? Why would they repair, Greg's classic shirt? That would be such an extra step in the plot that they didn't need. He wants it when they screamed. Alright, let me keep checking to see if this is the shot he's looking for. Oh, there we go. That's the shot he was thinking of. Are you in the live stream right now? Can you see the video?
Yeah, I see. I'm good.
Okay, there it is. That is the face he's talking about. Yeah, that is, yeah, that is... It's a little off-model. Caleb asked if I saw the Rainbow Quartz fan art. I didn't. I actually didn't get on Reddit last week until, the next day. I immediately went and started working on a video for the next day.
We need to just make that an emoji.
That really should be, get it in a loop.
Yeah, no, just that one still there. We just have to make that viral.
I think that's already got to be all over Reddit right now, and that's got to be everywhere. Someone asked, we know that one Lapis ended up at Little Homeschool, but what do you think happened to the other one? Post?
I was reading the chat, sorry.
So one of the Lapises went off to Little Homeschool, but what do you think happened to the other one?
I don't know. She probably returned to Homeworld.
Yeah, I mean, she said she wouldn't destroy things anymore, right? So I guess we don't have to worry about that.
I mean, so far we don't really know where else she would go if she didn't come to Earth. And if she did stop, like she said, there would be no other really place to go other than,
yeah,
home.
That's fair. I mean, there's plenty of planets out there. She might not have even, lived on... She might have never even been on Homeworld ever before. She might have been popped out of the ground on one planet and then sent to the next one to terraform there and then sent to the next one to terraform there. So she may have never even been to Homeworld for all we know. We didn't see any Lapises there. It makes more sense that they would be on planets to terraform. Why be on Homeworld as a Lapis?
I mean, you got a point there, but through flashbacks and stuff like that, with the especially Garnet's flashback, we've seen gems that kind of resembled Lapis.
Yeah, but that wasn't on Homeworld. That was on Earth, where they would be terraforming.
Oh yeah, that would be on Earth now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I've had a long day.
It's fine. It's fine. My entire video just freezed here. Everyone in the audience, did the stream freeze entirely? Can you still hear my voice?
It looks pretty good on my end.
Oh, okay, so that's just what I'm seeing here. What if Steven fuses with the Rutile twins, and the fusions created the cactus, and that's why it has multiple heads? I think it's just because cactuses kind of grow out arms, you know? I really don't think we'll see a Steven Rutile fusion.
Rainbow 2.0 asked again, who do you think will be the next new fusion?
Ooh, I don't know. Like, if there is going to be another fusion... I didn't expect Mega Pearl. And, you know, like, aside from the opening showing it to us, I wouldn't have expected Bluebird Azurite, so...
I mean, on the main cast, I guess you can say, the main ex-antagonists, like the Diamonds and, you know, our main cast instead of Uncorrupted Gems. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, you know, we may get a Malachite now that it looks like. Because if that one Lapis finds her way back, or heck, even I think I seen it in the chat a while back about, it was a comparison to the Lapis and the Naval Ruby that came in, you know how that went out.
Yeah.
And what if she ended up teaming up with Jasper and stuff like that, and then we got a new Malachite?
Yeah, so that would be interesting, especially if it's a bit more of a stable Malachite, but,
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like if we're going to see... So I have a theory that... Because Steven seems to be getting corrupted, right? If he's the wormy boy, it might be corruption. It might just be some internal thing, but it might be corruption. I think if he gets corruption, it has to come from someone, and so far, the only way we see that corruption can move from one gem to another is through fusion. So I think Steven fuses with Jasper at some point, and when he leaves, the fusion is corrupted, and is unable to stop it from getting worse, and he becomes the wormy boy.
I mean, that sounds interesting, and then his current, like, mental state and stuff like that, and now, you know how he's been so far in the series.
Yeah.
He's not been okay, to put it, vaguely.
Yeah. So Anonymous said, I think Lapis will end up having to fuse to fight the other Malachite. That's actually a really good point. Like, if they were going to go that route, like, Jasper enjoyed being Malachite and clearly wanted to fuse again. And while obviously she could fuse with other people, I think being a Malachite specifically was something she's enjoyed. And I think that would be a really good reason for Lapis and Peridot to fuse, would be to kind of destroy this symbol of their old relationship in Malachite.
That sounds nice. I mean, I told you a while ago, I think it was you anyway. It was that or some other friend that was in another server. But I mentioned a while back about how, if want to fuse, she would probably have like a lot of like trauma from back whenever she was Malachite, causing them to, almost instantly unfuse, and then Steven having to explain it's okay,
Yeah.
and then that kind of opened up her back to fusion.
Aw, that'd be nice too. Game fan asks, doesn't Steven look Steven-esque? Yes, he does. No, Steven can't be Wormy Boy. Yes, he can. Do you think the series will ever address where gems came from? Post.
Oh, like sometimes like there's this lag on Discord. I don't know if it's just a you get one. You probably know about it. But what was the question again?
Do you think we'll ever see the origin of gems?
Probably through flashback, if Wormy Boy isn't the creator.
Yeah. So you think it will happen then? You do think that'll...
It's either going to be like a white diamond, story time explaining the root, pun intended, because... But anyway, either that or, we will be... If Wormy Boy is the creator, then we can kind of get that entire answered. Or it'll be through flashback. But I do think we will eventually see it.
Yeah, I think they will. Rebecca Sugar made a point of bringing... I mean, a fan asked her at a convention, but, like, she didn't dance around the subject like she didn't know about it. She made a very clear point that all gems are technology, which means all gems, even the first gem, had to have been created by someone else. Technology doesn't form spontaneously. So I think that means she, has been thinking about it, and she knows the answer, and I think if she knows the answer, it's because she intends to address it at some point, and this is her last solid chance to address it, so...
Either that, or there will be kind of like spin-offs, like comic and stuff like that, that she'll put it in.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not a guarantee at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it would make more sense to put it in the future.
Yeah, it makes more sense to like get the big stuff out now, just because you never know what the future can hold. Someone says, do you think we'll see a Holly Blue story? And someone else had asked earlier, what do you think happened to Holly Blue? She's still at the Human Zoo. We saw it in Rosebuds. So Holly still exists. Someone says, if you look, you can see that Steven's actually got a tan because his hand is darker than the rest of him, and that tan probably came from his jacket, which makes sense, but his hand is actually darker skinned than his face, too, which is weird, because that's how tans work. Your face is usually pretty tan if your hands are tan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, like, I mean, they can vary, but, like, if his arm is white because the jacket covers it, then why is his face white, too? Someone asked what the video at the bottom of the screen is. That is a Steven Universe anime opening that I made. You can find it on my personal channel. You can find it here on the channel. It was like my idea of what Season 6 would be. I guess this color of Steven's shirt, way before the movie poster came out. That was pretty cool. And there's...
I'm pretty sure it's on here too, ain't it?
Yes, it's also here. Same with the Season 5 opening that I did. And I'm working on a new one that's going to be a prequel opening. So look out for that coming soon. That might be a Patreon exclusive, but yeah. People ask, do you like the Snow Day episode? I do like the Snow Day episode. It was, it was fun. It was fun. It was wrapping up this kind of, storyline of Steven no longer being a kid and how they're adjusting to that. But, yeah.
Burned Bell asked, when is Spinell going to be in Steven Universe future? I think next time we see the diamonds, honestly.
Yeah. So there was a supposed leak that came out that was about, future episode titles, and in one of them it was Spinell invites Steven to come play with her at the palace, but Steven's not so sure about it. Probably faked, but it sounds like an episode you would see, right?
It sounds interesting, but you know what? You gotta go and send me that later.
That list? Because I don't know if I have it still, but I can find it probably. That's the only one I really remember.
That's what I was talking about. You need to find it to me.
Yeah, I'll find it. Let's see.
I'm reading.
So someone said, something I've noticed is that fusions between different varieties of the same gem type, like ruby and sapphire, or two different types of jade, will have some extra parts, but less. I presume this person means less than, like, two gems that are vastly different. However, you are wrong again, anonymous person number 739. Whether or not a gem has extra limbs has more to do with the stability of the gem themselves. Ruby and sapphire are super close to each other, so they're very in sync. They're less likely to have extra limbs. Whereas gems that aren't as perfectly in sync as they are going to have extra limbs. I don't think it's a matter of how close their gem types are. Though I guess that would make sense. Actually, you might have some merit there, because like the new quartz fusion that we see, Crazy Lace, is also an essentially perfect fusion, and presumably it's two types of quartz, so we'll see. Do you like the Steven fusions? And people, if so, which one do you like the most? I really like Steven Alexandrite. Oh, the Steven fusions. Yeah, we didn't get good looks at them, so I didn't really say which. But which was your favorite Steven fusion?
Mine's definitely Rainbow 2.0.
Yeah. No. So they're talking fusions as Steven, like Opal.
Probably Alexandrite.
Yeah, Alexandrite was too basic. I think I'm probably gonna like the Sugalite one the most. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. They all just look like Steven anyways, so it's not like, like I guess Opal was the most different. Maybe Sardonyx. Let's see the Sardonyx one. Let's fast forward to that. There's the Opal one, and trying to fast forward. This can be difficult. I can't find the
EVH asked what. I wonder what the pepperoni timeline is like. That sounds tasty.
Yeah, so it seems like the pepperoni timeline is just the one where Steven gives up being a vegetarian because he's tempted by the pepperoni pizza. Which makes sense. Okay, I think the Sardonyx Steven is my favorite. That one is the most interesting in design, more fun. Yeah, I'm going with that one.
Are you sure it's not just like a subconscious thing because we haven't seen Sugalite since her introduction?
I don't know. Like the Sugalite one, like I like Sugalite the most. Actually Opal, but Sugalite I like a lot. But she just like as Steven didn't have a very good design. It was just Steven with glasses,
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm trying to keep up with the chat. That's why I'm so quiet, by the way.
It's fine, but we don't have to. That's especially like some of these get to the thousands. We don't need to do all of them. We can just address questions we like. No need to pay attention to them all. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep my eye open.
Yeah, that's fair. But I saw a theory about how Cactus Steven will try to protect Steven at all costs and try to poof and bubble anyone who harms or stresses him out, and every time it does that, it will grow a head. It seems like a stretch, at least the poofing and bubbling part. I don't think Cactus Steven will be able to rationalize that sort of thing. Someone asked, where did Emerald go? Into the unproduced spin-off. Rebecca Sugar once said it's pretty obvious if she was to do a spin-off show what the spin-off would be, and I believe that is a Lars of the Stars spin-off. I think that's.
I've only seen Emerald as much as you guys have, and I love her already.
I don't care for her. I don't dislike her. Just
How dare?
She just seems kind of like she's there. I need to get to know a person before I can say whether or not I love them.
I hope that she's like Peridot sized, but she just looked all big and intimidating, but just like a big fluffy hair, and that's it.
That'd be funny. It reminds me, like, way back at, like, the end of Season 2, we all, rightfully believe that Yellow Diamond was gigantic because we saw her in comparison to the size of Yellow Pearl. But there's this great fan art that shows that Yellow Diamond's actually the size of Pearl, and that her Yellow Pearl was actually, like, really, really tiny. And I thought that would have been a really interesting way to go with it. Someone says, I really like the new Smoky Quartz. It's not really any different than the old Smoky Quartz. Honestly, like, the jacket around the waist doesn't do it for me.
Pokechar asked, who is your favorite normal Steven Fuge with the crystal gems like Smoky, Rainbow, and so on and so forth? I love Rainbow 2.0, as I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me. I love them all for different reasons. I love Rainbow. I love Smoky. Sunstone, I love for the comedy, even though I hate that the comedy ruins serious moments. But, like, her jokes are top-notch just when you're appreciating them for what they are.
I've actually never been a big fan of, Sunstone at all.
Yeah, well, she practically ruined, like, there was a moment in the finale when they were fusing, but particularly when Sunstone came out, that I was like, great, they've ruined the entire show. I'm done. Obviously, they pulled it back. I loved everything that happens once they get inside of White Diamond's head, but up until that, like, Sunstone's fusion legit, like, felt like it ruined the entire show for me. Because it was such a serious moment. Like, this was clearly their finale. They should have taken that fusion scene a bit more seriously altogether. Let's see. Do you think we'll get an episode exploring Connie and Steven's relationship now that they are both too busy for each other? I think it's great that they have put Connie off to the side where she cannot hurt anyone.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think Connie is just a useless character. They had no character arc intended for her. She was always just kind of there to just be someone that Steven can talk to. Like, she serves no functional purpose within the plot, nor does she have her own... Like, she has miniature arcs. You know, like...
I get what you're saying, but what you're basically trying to say is that she's there because they needed more human-focused characters.
Kinda. It was more like to give Steven a direct proxy into the human world, you know? You know, someone to fuse with, someone to, like, you know, not just his dad. Like, it's just a relationship to Steven. She is a satellite character, which is interesting because very few characters within Steven could be called satellite characters. Like, you're either an extra or you're important, and Connie is somehow neither.
Right. No.
And I don't even dislike Connie. I like her character. I like her voice. I like Stevani. I like her sword fighting. I like her episodes. But it was just disappointing that she didn't really have, like... Every character had a series-long arc, except for her. You know, everyone that was at Reunited, at least. That's just me.
So I personally really like Connie.
Yeah.
I mean, her character could be a little bit more fleshed out, as you said, but for her being a character, I do like her character, her design, all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, no, she's fun. I love her to death. I love her voice. I don't even think she needs to be fleshed out more. She's a very fleshed out character. She just doesn't have a series arc, you know, like a lot of the extras are fleshed out too. They just don't have series arcs. Someone keeps asking if Steven died. I'm gonna ban them. Hold up. Put user in timeout. All right, there we go. Okay, Caleb, you stop that too. Now he's trying to spam them in reverse. Sorry, where were we? Oh, it's Connie. Yeah.
I was actually going to go and point out something that Rainbow said once more. I know I've been bringing them up into this a lot, but like their comments has been popping out at me. They said the Lapis with the golden freckles. I said freckles. Freckles mirroring the real Lapis Lazulis, and that's actually a pretty good touch that I actually did not notice until now.
I didn't see that at all. What? Let's find her. Lapis with the freckles. Let's see. Keep talking. Entertain the people. Talk about the freckles. Re-explain it.
So, freckles on... Oh, he just put me on the spot here. So, basically, as they were trying to say earlier, Lapis gems are, you know, blue, obviously, and some of them can have black and even golden speckles throughout them, which is kind of what they're pointing out. I mean, I don't know if Deep Cut will over here will put a picture of their real life gem up or not, but...
Oh, okay, I thought they meant our Lapis. I was like, our Lapis doesn't have freckles. You mean like an actual Lapis Lazuli. That's true. I have a fake Lapis Lazuli around, and it has little spots like that. That's a good point. Caleb, let's stop spamming the "Did Steven die?" I already banned that person.
Let's not have one more person be banned or timed out or none of that.
Yeah.
Let's all behave, y'all.
In regards to Connie, though, so like as an experiment, I tried outlining what a Steven Universe movie would look like, and I was trying to condense the 5 seasons into like 3 movies of a trilogy. And no matter which way I looked at it, you had to either remove Lars from the story and make Connie die in order to bring her back to life, or you had to remove Connie from the story and just have Lars, you know, pick up Steven at the end, because that's the only functional purpose that Connie actually serves within the plot of the entire series is, you know, Connie picking him up at the end to bring him back to Pink Steven. But, yeah, and I like Lars's, you know, bad, mean brother arc kind of thing, so I would probably kept Lars over Connie. I don't like romantic subplots very much anyways. But Do you notice curly-haired Lapis is more hostile and the freckles one seems more open and curious? Yes, that was the intention of their characters. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Someone else asked, Deep Cut, do you think Pink Steven again in the last pair of episodes before the hiatus? Yeah, oh yeah. At the little homeschool graduation, we're almost definitely, someone's going to crash it. Probably Jasper. Maybe a whole bunch of villains from the last 10 episodes. And Steven's...
Maybe Bluebird again.
Yeah, Bluebird, this Lapis, and... Steven will have to go pink in order to fight them and maybe go a little too far. And that's why he decides to get into gardening in the cactus episode, is because he needs to find a way to de-stress.
That kind of makes me think, though, it's kind of piggybacking off of what you said. If that was the case, and let's say Bluebird, Jasper, the Lapis that either joined us or just went who knows where, all came in and crashed at the same time, that could lead into the new Malachite fusion.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I don't think they'd crash at the same time. I think...
Or maybe it's just been planned. Who really knows, though?
Yeah, I think that would be definitely something planned, But if not, maybe just Jasper, or maybe just one of the other gems. Probably not Curly Lapis, just because that's a little too recent for her to just come back by herself. Do you think we're going to see all the classic fusions again? Like Sugalite, Opal, or Sardonyx? I think we will. I don't think they're going to make big enough appearances to have a voice. I think there have been multiple...
Just to get out of the... Oh, sorry. I was kind of trying to go off what you said. I think, like I said, you think that they'll be coming back, and it's probably going to be a get out of that specific, there we go, issue that they're in. Like how,
It'll just be a quick fusion, right?
Yeah, like how Sardonyx had the drill and stuff like that.
Yeah, it'll just be quick moments, so they're not bringing in the voice actresses. I don't think Sugalite's voice actress, Nicki Minaj, there have been multiple reasons I've heard why she didn't want to come back again. I think she retired recently, so she would have more time since she wouldn't be working on music. It would be a smaller gig.
Hey, TJ123, welcome to the stream. Sorry.
Okay. TJ says, what's going on? A lot of people are probably coming in and out, so just to recap, we are talking about the episodes, and I am Deep Cut, your regular host here at the channel, and this is Post Storm, a new host who will be posting a Ruby video very soon.
Hey.
Can't tell if you were saying more if your mic stopped.
Oh no, I just said hey.
Yeah, so Red Gnome says, I'm kind of disappointed we haven't seen Peridot as much. My headcanon is her class is just her making every gem watch Camp Pining Hearts. I can see it, they're learning it. It's called a human history class, and that's the history she chooses to teach.
Entertainment.
Someone asked, do you think Steven and Connie should fuse again with a new outfit? Should they? I don't think it's here nor there. Will they? I don't know if they will, just I feel like Stevani has to be huge now, right? Because they've both grown, so Stevani will be bigger as well.
Maybe Steg?
Yeah, Steg was pretty big. Not as big as Steg, because I think, Greg is...
What I said, probably about...
Yeah.
Guys.
Peridot is the type of gem to teach about meme culture. She is, and she will reveal all the memes that she already is. So.
Hi, I'm a Dorito from space. What's a Dorito?
Welcome to class. My name is Peridot, but for the majority of this class, you will refer to me as Space Dorito. Alright, do you think Lapis will get an episode about Lapis learning how to fuse? If so, what do you think she will fuse Wraith? And who do you want to see her fuse with? We talked about this earlier. Lapis would probably fuse with Peridot in order to defeat Malachite and learn that fusion can be a positive experience. The Malachite being the curly Lapis and a Jasper. Someone just said class nods. Great, glad you guys liked the joke. It was kind of embarrassing to do. I wish there was Steven Obsidian. You know, that actually would have been like a cute way to show that they're like Steven's gotten over his issues, is to like have them all fused together again, just to symbolize their family, and then turn to classic Steven as Obsidian. That would have been interesting.
I love how they dubbed, like, you know, young Steven as classic Steven. That was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, classic Steven.
That was a smart move. That was fun. Are we getting more Steven Universe future episodes, or is it only Prickly Pear? Nope. So after Prickly Pear, there should be at least 10 more episodes. I imagine they'll do it exactly like they did this time, you know, another month of Steven every Saturday. But you never know with this show, you know, they are so inconsistent.
That's their only problem. One of the few problems, anyway.
Yeah, the hiatuses. What do you think Steg will look like with a haircut? I guess it'll be, honestly, better, because, like, the weird mullet, but also the poof at the front was kind of weird for me. Definitely had a man crush on Steg, though.
Oh?
Oh, yeah. As soon as that came on, I was like, okay, so I'm learning stuff about myself every day, and this is no exception.
This is natural.
I didn't say that. But yeah. Let's see. There's got to be more questions. If there's a spinoff, I hope we can get into the life of Homeworld before Pink. Yeah, I don't know. If there's a spinoff, she already said it would be Lars of the Stars. Rebecca seems to like to expand forward and outward and give us as few details about the past and about existing Homeworld dynamics as possible. And it's really hard to flesh out an entire world without making it generic in the form of a TV series. You know, like getting little hints every, you know, half season is really a good thing, because it makes the world seem more interesting. But when we finally went to Homeworld, they showed us very few new gems, and they just showed kind of armies of the gems without any particular purpose. They just didn't have time to explore it or really to come up with it all. It's really hard to make an entirely unique world. So to do a show about it, it would just turn it to basically an Earth parody, you know?
I completely dozed off there for a second. I just missed every...
That's fine. So everyone else is saying Steg is gay. So that's cool. Do you think there will be a problem with Peridot and Lapis fusing, as it seems Lapis' nature is very much deep down scrolled away, but do you think there will be an issue with the fusion of Lapidot? No, I think Lapis will be revealed to be afraid of fusion because of Malachite, but then when fusing with Peridot, she will realize that fusion can be an entirely positive experience if it's with someone that you care about. Because that was the issue with Malachite. It was, you know...
I think it would either be what you said with either Peridot or Steven, though. Because they seem like the most likely.
Yeah, I could also see it with Steven. I guess, like, Lapis and Peridot haven't really had a chance to just, like, catch up, you know? Like...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who would heal Steven if he became corrupted? No one. They would just let him die, and then that'd be it. I don't think that Malachite should come back, but do you think should talk about their differences or become at least acquaintances? What, Jasper? Jasper's got her own stuff to work through. If Malachite does come back, it'll be with curly-haired Lapis to crash a party. Do you think Steven will fuse with Bismuth? No.
I'm still here, by the way. I'm just reading.
That's fine. I'm trying to find the next one, too. Someone just says conversation, lol. No one will die. Steven can't die because his tear ducts will just open up and he'll heal himself. Let's see.
But will that work that way?
I don't know. Probably.
Probably is organic half, but then again, that's probably all that needs.
Like, his saliva, as long as he's swallowing his saliva, I like to think that he can never really get too injured. So I don't think he'll ever actually die.
That's
Connie will, though. Yeah, the show seems to be... Because there's a lot of kind of dark future outcomes. Like, the show is at, like, a really good point. But, you know, what happens when Sadie dies, but Lars continues to live for hundreds and hundreds of years since he's undead? You know? What happens when one of the gems finally just gets shattered? Like, it has to happen at some point. Like, they can, crack themselves just playing volleyball. One wrong move and they'd be dead, like...
I'm actually surprised that volleyball ended up cracking their gems.
Yeah, that was a step too far for me.
I mean, or at least some of them, were made specifically for war.
Yeah, like that's apparently it's way worse than a Battlefield, that game of volleyball.
Yep, just totally. What is that volleyball that they were using? Was it made out of steel or something?
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's yeah. Again, just me saying the same few words over and over again.
That's my life.
That's everyone's life. Do you think Lars will meet other aliens? Probably not. I think Lars is going to stay and work at his bakery. He's had plenty of space adventures. He probably has met other aliens. As far as intelligent aliens, I'm going to say no. Because Rebecca Sugar has said that the humans were the first race of intelligent alien life that the gems have ever encountered.
I'm sorry, that made me laugh. What if instead of a volleyball, they accidentally grabbed a bowling ball? I was just bowling earlier today.
That would explain a lot more, but I feel like Pearl would have, like, when the volleyball just bounces off her head, I think she would have gotten a little hurt.
Yeah, definitely.
Deep cut. Since Jasper is technically Amethyst's sister, will she try to talk to Jasper into joining the Crystal Gems? I don't know what you mean by technically. They aren't technically sisters at all. They are symbolically sisters. But by no technical terms are they sisters. Like, they're not from the same kindergarten. They're not made from the same juices.
Another thing is that if you look at the little moment in the movie, whenever she mentioned family and stuff like that, Jasper was nowhere in there to be found.
Yeah. Well, she was also, again, the symbolic family, talking about people that she felt emotionally close to and developed. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, this is the wrong live action adaptation. I meant to play the Steven Universe one. This is my Kingdom Hearts one. So I will fix that while you entertain them with your thoughts on Steven Tag.
Steven Tag. Okay, where do I begin? So, crap. Why'd you do this to me, Deep? He ain't answering. Alright, so anyway, one thing I did not quite understand, other than, Amethyst just wanting to have fun, is the fact that, Steven obviously did not want that. He just did not want to go and do what she wanted to do. Which I am very bad at this. But like I said, it kind of makes sense though.
Yeah.
Because he has a lot on his plate.
That Jen with the music says, you guys forgot that Amethyst literally called her sis at the end of Earthlings. No, Jan, I did not forget that. Like, I literally just referenced that she did call her sis, but it was in more of a philosophical sense, not that they were technically sisters. Do you know what the word technical means? Sorry.
You be nice to the viewers, Deep.
I try, but they're like acting like I'm almost said a bad word. Anyways, only Steven is not gay. Steven's a little gay. Would you want there to be a live-action reboot of Steven Universe? I actually made an entire video. Did you see my live-action Steven Universe video? Like the actual one?
I don't think I have.
Okay. No one did. It only got like 10,000 views. It was a whole drama thing. Anyways, so it's playing on the screen right now. It was just an adaptation of the scene where Steven heals Lapis's gem. And like it was interesting. It was fun, especially the lady who played Lapis. She gave an amazing performance, but it was just like afterwards I explained all the difficulties in making a live action Steven Universe film, and it wouldn't work. It just like unless you like made all the gems humanoid and only gave them like maybe extra arms or extra legs, but even then, like, there's just no budget for it. The money wouldn't work. Even the Avatar film flopped and it got 3 times as many views. It just wouldn't work.
I'm just not a huge fan of live action remakes and things.
Yeah, I don't really get the appeal. There's certain things you might see and be like, oh, that would actually be interesting because of an internal logic to it. But just adapting anything to a live action, what's the point? Just why? Like, it benefits no one. You know, they're trying to do a live action Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm not gonna see that. It's terrible. Why not just make a 3D animated film? Because they don't make as much money. But it'd actually be good. But here we are.
I'm gonna go get me something to drink real quick, so that way you don't hear me like slipping down something to drink. I'm gonna put myself on mute. I'll be right back.
No worries. Alright. Live action Ben 10 sucked. Yeah, wasn't that just like a cash grab TV movie kind of thing? Do you think in Era 3 there will be gem-human hybrids? I hope not. That's a dark thought. Like, for Rose, it was a deeply personal decision that had to do with her entire history. But for gems to just start giving up their forms to create children, I don't like it. Are you going to watch what? Rexotal says, yes, you are going to watch it. What? I'm going to ban someone who is threatening to unsubscribe if I don't say hi, because that's not okay. How do you think the show will handle all of the negative emotions Steven is expelling? Do you think he will have to do anything with the worm monster in the intro? Yeah, of course. You know, it's pretty likely going to be Steven. It could also... It couldn't be White Diamond. The gem on the head would be missing. But yeah, I think it's definitely going to be Steven. I think it's probably going to be, you know, his pink energy becoming too strong in addition to him being corrupted. I think he's going to get corrupted through Jasper, a fusion with Jasper, the same way Jasper got corrupted, but we'll see. Let's see. Any more questions, boys and girls? Do you think that Greg and Bismuth might have a kid with the gem replicator? The gem replicator and a kid? No, why would I think that? Why would I think that Greg and Bismuth would have a kid with a gem replicator?
I came back to this and I am very disturbed.
Yeah, like
what?
Just... To what end?
I have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah. Someone just asked, do you think Greg and Bismuth will have a kid together with the gem replicator? Just what? Like, replicating Bismuth in order to make a new Bismuth to have... I mean, if you destroy the machine, the kid would just die. That would be hilarious, but just no, I don't think that's going to happen.
What?
So you remember the replicator?
No, you just said that if they destroy the replicator, the kid would just die, and that would be hilarious. So what?
I don't mean like child death is funny. This is a terrible stream. I just more meant it would be really funny for them to, you know, like imagine you're a kid pooping out of existence because you broke a machine. Like, that would be a terrible premise with which to make a child.
I dropped it, and now I don't exist. No!
It'd be funny. Like, you know, fight me. It'd be hilarious. Let's see. Here we go. More new videos since we've seen our live action Steven. If the worm thing is actually Steven, what would Steven look like when uncorrupted? Horns, discolored spots. Definitely some horns. I don't know about spots. He was never very spotty. It was mostly the ocean jaspers kind of thing.
I mean, maybe his horns would be kind of just barely popping out of his hair.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
His hair would be covering most of it. Kind of just giving like a more like a horned look. Like, you know they're there, but unless you're actually looking for them, you don't see them right away.
Yeah. Someone asked, do you think the fact that White Diamond has a nose gem in the intro suggests she's fusing with Jasper? I don't think she has a nose gem. Her nose is glowing in the opening. I can pull up a clip of that real quick. Let's find... Nope, not far enough. So yeah, it's glowing, but so are their eyes. That doesn't mean their eyes are now gems. And while I understand that, you know, the other characters, their noses aren't glowing, like the Lapises or the Wormy Boy, I think it was an aesthetic choice to make her look more like a skull. because that is something that they do a lot. You know, when they finally close up on her inside of her head, we see she's a very skull-like head because they're trying to make her look creepy.
White Diamond still gives me the heat.
Yeah, White Diamond heaves all over my jeebs, but she's a spooky girl. She's spooky girl hours.
You know what? Here's a... sorry, you were going to say something?
No, go for it.
All right, here's a question for you and everybody else. What is your favorite fusion? Like, in total, like, in all?
I think design-wise, I would say Opal. I just really like Opal. She's just a very pretty character design. But I think for, like, in terms of actual character, personality, and usage, probably Smoky Quartz. I just really enjoyed the entire arc leading up to her fusion. I wish that Garnet and Pearl had similar 4-part episodes leading up to their fusions. I think it would have been much better. What about you?
Mine personally, in all of Steven Universe. Like I said, Rainbow 2.0 is definitely up there, top 3 for sure. I like Stefania a lot too. I hope that they come back.
Yes.
But pure gem fusion. I mean, I would just go for the big gun and just say Obsidian.
Obsidian's cool. I would have liked to see classic Obsidian.
Saying like a flashback.
Yeah, I think that would probably have been my favorite because the temple looks really cool. Deep cut, not gonna lie, you should play for Larimar with audio on. What do you mean?
I people liking Malachite.
Sorry,
Malachite's
what?
really good too.
Malachite's... You were saying?
No, I was going to say, like, I was reading the comments and, chat, and I realized a lot of people are saying, like, Malachite and Opal and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, I mean, those are really good fusions, too. I like Malachite more than Opal.
Yeah, Malachite's a good design. Malachite was a good mix. A little more Jasper, I guess, but still. Is my audio too loud? Is that what they were suggesting? Is my audio significantly louder than yours?
I'm not completely sure.
Okay. Someone says, can we watch the Steven episode already? Sorry, Kristen, this is not a stream of the episodes. This is discussion of the episodes.
We don't want copyright.
Right. Am I screaming? I'm very confused what someone was implying here. Someone else says, nope, just fine. Someone says, I don't know. People are debating whether or not I'm too loud, but we will find out. Let's see. Oh, so, yeah. So the second episode, Why So Blue, way too fast, right?
Yeah.
Like, way too fast. And this has been something that's been happening really ever since season 4 and 5, I would say. They were doing less 4-part episodes and less 2-part episodes and trying to fit entire plot lines into 11 minutes, and it doesn't work anymore.
It just feels a bit rushed.
Yeah, and they had a few in Steven Universe Future that I think did really well with the time limit.
Little Home, what was it?
Little Homeschool. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one did great, I would say. Honestly, I would say most of them did. I think the first time that I saw Volleyball, I thought it was a little too fast, but the second time it felt okay.
Volleyball had an in-between, like a gray pacing.
Yeah, like, the second time around, I think it's better. But the first time, a little fast.
Yeah, first time you watch Volleyball, it's too quick. And then after, the next couple of 2 or 3 times or 4 times that you watch it, the better pacing it gets.
Yeah. I think season 1 did a better job with small episodes just because it was introducing plot lines and you were allowed to leave things hanging. But then, like, future episodes that try to pick up on them, they always feel rushed because you don't have the context of those earlier episodes as far as timing goes. But yeah.
Anonymous Assassin, what do you think of the little alien creatures? They're adorable.
They're cute. They kind of remind me of Chow from Sonic the Hedgehog when they're not opened up.
I love them.
Yeah.
I want to take them home.
They're cute. Yeah. I like the picture we have of them up right now. You can't really see them, I guess, in the live stream, but They're not close-ups.
You should get a little bit better picture.
That's what I'm trying to do, but kind of jumping around. The early episode had better earlier in the episode. But yeah, pacing-wise, there's some... Yeah, that's a little better. Pacing-wise, there's some serious issues with this episode. I'm worried about it happening more and more as the series progresses, as they start tackling bigger ideas and bigger plot lines. It's just hard to get yourself emotionally worked up in 11 minutes. And they can do it, but, you know, so much history here. Will Spinell come back serving the diamonds? I think she might come back. I mean, she was in the opening, but I don't think she'll be serving the diamonds. I think she'll be hanging out with him as an equal. Deep Cut, play the video on your channel called For Larimar and have the audio on. That's what you meant! I forgot about that. I think I might just have a copy of it here on my desktop that I could play, but that would hurt people's feelings or ears. Nope, I don't have it saved. And like trying to get it up on... Yeah, not going to play it this time, but you should check out my personal channel, Deep Cut, and watch the video called For Larimar. It's a good video.
I'm going to do that right after this stream.
Awesome. Someone says, I wonder when Steven has a child, will he die as well? Or nope, because he doesn't need to give up his gem. He can probably produce the materials to create a child without it, so...
But we're not going into that details.
Yes, because I cannot say that word on Livestream. Do you think that because Jasper was revered and famous on Homeworld, she received a pearl? If so, what happened to her? You know, it's hard to say. I think it sounds like you have to do something extreme to get a pearl as a lower level gem. You know, like Peridot was like, wow, a Peridot with a pearl? You know, Ruby was... The eyeball Ruby was freaking out over the idea of getting a pearl, but in order to get one, she had to kill Rose Quartz, basically. So I don't think, you know, Jasper faced Rose Quartz many times and never defeated her, if you think about it. So while I think she was greatly revered, I don't think she had a pearl.
She would probably be on, like, the border edge of one.
Yeah, she...
Like, if she was to take care of Rose, she was getting one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would have been... Yeah. Let's see, what happened to the other Lapis? I'm wondering, was she there at the end? If so, I didn't see her. So the curly-haired Lapis did not... The curly-haired Lapis didn't, you know, come to Little Homeschool, but we don't think she's out there terraforming more planets. My thing is, why not let them terraform planets that don't have life on them? I guess if there's water, there's life. That's kind of a rule for the universe, right? What is Fire King doing? Is Fire King banning somebody? Hold up. Hailey just messaged me.
Uh-oh.
Hold up.
You're in trouble.
So I might try and bring her into a three-way call. Wait to hear back.
Three-way call?
Yeah, so that, like, all of us can... Someone's doing something. Alright, Post, I'm probably going to kick you off for a second to put us in a group chat with Hailey, and we can do a group call there.
Alrighty.
Alright, so give me 1 second. How do I invite people to a chat? Ah, yes. Now I just got to find your account. Here we are. Oh, she says it doesn't work. Post, entertain them right now. I'm going to figure out a way to get Hailey in.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to entertain. So, this is a story that has happened to me today. So, I mean, I know it's not really important to, you know, the given thing, but I'm totally going to entertain, and that's what I'm going to do. So, I was going bowling today, and my little 7-year-old, I forgot she had her birthday, and my little sister, she beat, you know, her mom. And it was hilarious. Anyway, Rainbow 2.0. Someone consumed the diamond fluids in Steven bathroom where they could come corrupted. That is a disgusting thing to think, but I don't think so.
No, the fluids would just make them healthier, if anything.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. Sorry, waiting for Hailey to clock in on Google Hangouts.
I can't keep you from spamming.
Is someone spamming? Okay, I'm going to stop them from getting the timeout. All right, Hailey.
I don't got the power. All right. Do you think Steven will act out negatively against Connie? It might be a good way of showing how.
Hello, is Hailey there?
Yep. Hi. Yeah.
Can you hear as well? Post? Can you hear her, or is this just me?
Not at all.
He should probably join it too. I don't. How are you guys talking?
Yeah, he's just on Discord. So Post, I'm sending you a link to the Google Hangout and ending the call.
Might be better. Like here.
I just sent it to you. Just, join us there, and we should all be in the same thing. And hopefully they can hear us on YouTube.
All right, give me one moment.
So Post, I'm sending you a link to the Hailey, Google Hangout
something?
and ending the call.
Hey, like here. Sorry, I was opening the stream on YouTube.
Cool, no problem. I can hear your voice, which means they should be able to hear you too.
Mm-hmm.
People seem to be happy. Everyone, say hi to Hailey.
Nice to meet you.
So yeah. Is someone doing something that... I don't know. There was someone spamming earlier. I think I killed them. Alright, Hailey.
You're playing like Steven's Nightmare?
So I've just been like looping clips every like 5 to 10 minutes. I'll just change it to a different clip so that they're not getting bored. I should change that one. It's been a while.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah, just giving them some memes. Everybody wants some memes. Alright. Post still doesn't join us, but Hailey can go ahead and give us her thoughts on the episodes. What do you think so far?
So, the first one, Snow Day, I believe, it was really cute. And I found it, I don't know, I feel like it's an issue that, I see a lot of people deal with, like, they're growing up and things aren't the same as they used to be. And I feel like I dealt with that with like my sibling, it's like, oh, you're not how you used to be, when we were younger, like we used to do this stuff and now you don't want to do that anymore. I feel like I didn't grow up too much in that respect, but a lot of people do, so that was relatable.
I actually had a very similar experience when I was like 13 or so.
Mm-hmm.
We were in Guam and it was raining outside and my mom kind of like forced me to go outside and then would like jump in puddles to get me wet, and I was just like, I don't want to puddle stomp. I just wasn't in the mood for it. It wasn't even like as a rule, I just wasn't in the mood for it.
I mean, I don't blame her. I don't think I ever was one to puddle stomp, so.
Yeah, I don't know, she was in a weird mood that day. I don't know, but yeah, I was just such a grump.
But yeah, I like that in Sync Pearl. I'm sure you talked about all this, but Sync Pearl shapeshift, pretty cool, and all the fusion shapeshifting. I guess it makes sense that they can do that, but it was really cute to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of forced him to return to his baby self. Well, not baby, I'm just joking, but his 14 and under self, basically.
Classic Steven, as we call it.
That's what they called it. Yeah, that was pretty funny, but and then he's like, well, we can still do stuff, right? And it worked out in the end. So I was happy, really happy.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the second episode, a little fast, don't you think?
The second one, yeah, for sure. I like the Lapis with the freckles. It's my new gemsona, actually.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, any gem with freckles, I'm like mine. But or any characters mostly.
Oh yeah, you have freckles.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I thought it was interesting to see other Lapises. That was cool. Learn more about their powers a little bit. You just really got to see the terraforming aspect, which we didn't get to see too much before, I don't think. So.
Yeah, so like I guess I just always assumed that they kind of moved water in and out of places to like enrich it with, minerals and things like that. I didn't realize that they were legit carving out canyons, which I guess makes sense considering
for like the kindergartens, right? It makes sense that they'd be able to make one like through that way, right? So.
Yeah, so I always thought that, like, I don't know, like either they emptied rivers / lakes that were like set up that way already, but while doing research for that quartz video I'm working on, like I just got more information on how like kindergartens need to have more space. They need to have, flat edges instead of round ones. So it makes sense that they could do such crazy things, but it also looks like they could do it really easily. The fact that the Jasper kindergarten is a rush job's weird.
Yeah.
Like, it takes 500 years to incubate a gem, and you couldn't take an extra 2 hours to clear it out, right? Sorry, not
Honestly,
sorry.
Yeah. They cut corners where they could, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, a Lapis song, which is cool. I love that. I liked it. I haven't seen anyone else's opinions on anything because I literally just finished, so...
Yeah, you're mirroring us for the most part.
My opinions could change after seeing what others have to say, but this is my first impressions.
Yeah, for me, it was just way too fast, and...
They were.
The first one wasn't. The first one felt right to me. It was the second one. I was glad they started it off immediately on the planet instead of it being like, oh, Steven's at home, and then he gets a report, and then he teleports, and we're already 5 minutes in.
True, yeah. I definitely want, like, if they're going to show another planet, like, why can't you explore it a little more, It's just, yeah, we're finally getting to see stuff like that. I mean, we did in last season, but
yeah,
I love that alien stuff, so they just kind of, you only see a little bit of it, so 11 minutes is just not enough.
Yeah, it makes me a bit concerned for the rest of the season, like as we get to the more serious stuff.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's going to be hard for 11-minute episodes, you're saying?
Sorry, what?
11-minute episodes are going to be tough, for...
Yeah, it's, we always kind of had that issue, and...
Always, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get post in the...
Lapis. I don't, compared to last week's 2 episodes, maybe I was like in not the best mood to watch them, but I feel like I liked these ones a lot more, personally. I don't know, maybe I was kind of let down by, like I told you, the one with rainbow quartz and onion and yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, I like last week's episodes more from the fun perspective. Honestly, like, Why So Blue is kind of a bad episode in my opinion overall. Like, it's just too fast. Like, nothing was given the chance to breathe. It had some nice moments, some cool ideas. As a half-hour episode, probably would have been great. Didn't hit any marks for me.
That's fair. Yeah, I always like seeing new gems, so I think that was a plus for me. It's like to get a little more insight into how Lapises generally are, especially
Which is just they're all rude, so that's great.
They all have that, yeah, for sure. And just their general style of how they look. They all have like short hair, it seems like, which I thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah.
All blue, very blue, obviously. Yeah.
Maybe we'll one day see Lapises with very long hair. You never know.
That's possible, yeah.
Yeah. This will be fun.
Is Post not like? Did he just like give up?
Yeah, he couldn't get it to work, and he's like, "Oh, I'll just be in the chat." So.
Okay. No worries. Oh, there he is. He's. No worries. Yeah.
You guys
Discord I have issues with Discord on my computer, so I'm just like, Hangouts it is.
Sapphire says, "Deep cut. What do? I'm at 4%." This is coming from a Sapphire who should have predicted that her phone was going to die and charged it accordingly. Paradox says Steven Tag, more like Steven Survival. Yes.
That was true, yeah.
The curly haired Lapis low key looked like she had George Washington hair, though. Yes,
That's
also
fair.
yes. Do you think Steven will act out negatively against Connie with his powers? I don't know. That'd be a hard line for the show to
Yikes.
toe, right?
I mean, as long as he doesn't like really hurt her. I mean, the tension. I live for that kind of stuff. So maybe the romantic, like not when they actually hurt them. That's messed up. But like he could almost accidentally hurt her, and I'll be like, damn.
Yeah.
You know, he's having issues with it, so I could imagine it's possible.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know. It's too much, I think, for like Connie and Steven, you know?
Yeah, their relationships. different than others, that would be like, okay, maybe.
Yeah, I mean they're just young. I think anyone with Steven really in like a romantic context. I don't care if it's like I just think it would be too far.
I think he's maybe 14-year-old Steven, but I feel like this might be different. I don't
Yeah.
know. But I mean, we'll see, because we're gonna see. I mean, Pink Steven's really like we've seen a lot of him, so like already. So
I'm sticking with like
it worries me.
He'll hurt Jasper, and that's when he'll be like, oh, maybe I should stop. You know?
Okay, yeah. We had that theory about him and Jasper, and not fun times coming. Probably.
Not fun times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the their outfits. How they have like the new Lapises. Sorry, they're on the screen. I like the way their little shirts are designed. It looks cool. You know?
Yeah, it's nice homeworld aesthetic, but also their own.
Can we like do an entire fashion line and call it Homeworld Aesthetic?
Yes.
And people would be like, "Why Homeworld? I don't get it." Like,
well, yeah, you have to watch the show to understand.
Yeah. No, we're not going to tell them that though.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna put these in like famous shops, and people are just gonna buy it and be like, "Wow, Homeworld."
Yes, if you got the money, you'll just buy it anyways.
Yeah. Someone is saying thanks for answering my comments 5 times, but I don't want to say their name because then they're gonna be like, "Wow, 6 times."
I think they know who it is.
Shh. They know nothing. They say crop tops, but that's not what I meant. Like, just the extra stripes on these Lapis' shirts are really interesting. Yeah, that Steven jacket is actually really expensive. Have you seen that?
Oh, yeah. The actual I don't know if there's any like embroidery on it, but yeah, or leather. I don't actually, probably not. Whatever it was made of, that was expensive. Like, I'm not buying this.
Was the material expensive, or they were just like, hey, people actually buy this?
I feel like it's supposed to be like pretty nice material, but also the second point.
So you'd be like, really, guys? Like, really, Cartoon Network? That's a bit much.
No, it doesn't cost $400,000.
No, it costs like $139.
Yeah, that's a little more than I'm willing to pay for it.
It's a lot more than I would pay for anything pink.
But speaking of his jacket, like, wasn't there like I swear there was like theories on why he wasn't taking off his jacket or something?
Oh yeah, we talked about that earlier, and those have been disproven.
Wah.
Yep, that is not his dad's shirt he's wearing because the sleeves are fine. Someone says, what do you think would happen if Steven were to shatter a gem? I theorize he might actually shatter Jasper. He'll go too far with his pink powers. I think he'll be trying to heal the cluster, and nothing will work. So he'll go to Jasper to just spar, take out his frustrations on her, accidentally shatter her, learn how to fix gems by healing Jasper, and then heal the cluster. However, I have been told by people in the comments that makes me a toxic person because the cluster is a safe space, and trying to change the safe space is bad.
What?
People have said this to me. Yes, they unironically have said this to me. And I thought it was so dumb because I'm like, if they're a safe space, they're a safe space against the cluster. Like, imagine a safe space for like, oh, we don't like, like guns, and then you remove all guns from the world and they get mad at you for it. That's what that would be.
Mm-hmm. Ah, wow.
So, not fans of that person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Fair.
Looks like Poststorm is a mod now.
Yeah, I made him a mod.
Okay.
Mine as well, because he's been active in the chat and we know him. So.
Okay. Sapphire says she has fixed the problem by activating power saving mode so her phone won't die. But I think we're getting to the end of the live stream, aren't we?
I don't know. I just got here.
Oh, okay. We've been doing this for
2 hours?
Has it been 2 hours? Wow, it's been 2 hours?
Well, I mean, did you start at 5:30?
About, yeah, like
87 minutes.
It's been at least, yeah, so it's been about an hour and a half.
20, yeah, an hour and a half, basically.
Yeah, wow.
But, wow, I have, like, terrible stamina when it comes to live streams, so that's not bad.
Yeah, I'm like, well, that's what I was like.
More people are joining. We almost had 100. Oh, no, it went down a bit.
Yeah, we were at 100 earlier, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 88 minutes now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure you talked about basically everything in these 2 11-minute episodes. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course. Yeah. We talked about everything.
Well, I want to know. Do you have any new theories?
New theories? Not really.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Especially the first episode. I mean, unless you want to talk like Steven's emotional state in a video. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I don't. These haven't been very lore-heavy episodes. Like, even meeting these new Lapises, all we learned was that they can really, like, mess stuff up, you know? Like,
They can really do that, yeah.
they can just really destroy entire... Like, the fact that the Earth exists at all, you know, like... After they made the Amethyst Kindergarten, I guess they all just, like, went on strike or something because they were not terraforming anything else.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting how they respected Lapis's power. I like that. Like, and she taught them new moves, basically.
Yeah, so that's kind of interesting because, you know, like, Lapis is very... I don't know how many words I'm allowed to say on this live stream, like, what words I can use specifically. I'm going to Discord you to see if I'm able to say certain words.
Oh. Might have to keep beef cut out if it's bad.
I just sent you the words. Am I allowed to say that in the stream?
Like, in what, like... Oh, I guess you can say it. Go ahead.
Okay, so, like, you know, Lapis's entire, you know, arc has been about this very literal kind of dominant and submissive relationship. You know, these power plays between her and Jasper. And I guess this kind of just shows that this isn't just, you know, unique to her because of her 5,000 years being trapped in a mirror and things like that. But, like, Lapises, as a rule, they kind of respect power.
Mm-hmm.
And they're happy to take the power, which is interesting because from what we've seen, they'll play both roles. But apparently, like, they all think that they're the boss until someone overpowers them, and they're like, well, now I'm submissive. Like, and they're fine with it.
Interesting. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But, wait, did you... Oh, you didn't edit the description of the live stream.
Oh, no. I guess I didn't do that last week either.
Yeah, because it's still in the first 4 episodes. But my name is spelling my name is right there, guys.
Yeah, people like spelling your name all sorts of different ways.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, because there's a ton of ways to spell Hailey, but...
I just call her Bob, because it's easier.
That's fair.
Let's see. They want to know which new Lapis you like more. And why is it the one with the ponytail?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
The freckled one. And wasn't she, like, in the credits, she was named, like, Nice Lapis or something? I saw.
Probably.
Or something like that, yeah. Oh, yeah, Freckles and Bossy.
We've been calling the other one Curly. Curly Lapis.
I mean, if you guys want to join the Cartoon Universe Discord, the code is CartoonUV. And then Deep Cut's on there sometimes. Yeah. So you don't slide into his DMs like that if you want.
I've invited everyone into my DMs, apparently.
Oh,
but,
okay.
I'll just get the Discord code.
Yeah, I usually have the code, like, just posted on the stream itself, so...
But yeah, I'm in there. If you can find me, you're welcome to add me.
This is the... Okay. Because one time I accidentally, like, put the code for, like, our personal, like, our...
Did I do that?
Or Michael did once. I don't think you did.
No, okay, I didn't. Because I was confused because it was, like, not the UV one.
Yeah, you can, yeah, I just manually, like, make the link. Yeah, usually.
Addison says that the curly-haired one is now going to be called Jem Washington, and I agree. That was something we were saying earlier, was her hair kind of gives George Washington vibes.
Fair enough, fair enough.
So let's make it canon. Get on Reddit, get on Tumblr, get on Twitter, and just start saying that name everywhere. So
it catches on.
Yeah, what are you waiting for? Let's make this is our chance to trend, people. This is what we will be known for. This is what you will tell your kids you fought for.
Oh, thanks, Post.
Aw.
But Rainbow 2.0 was asking about where I thought curly hair went, Jem Washington went, and I don't know. Did she not even want to do and have anything to do with it? Like, did they kind of just split off? Because they seem pretty close.
Yeah, she's probably just went back to whatever planet she lives on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. What will you do when Steven ends permanently? Probably get a real job. Not looking
Oh, I
forward
thought
to
you
that.
meant just like the characters like in the show.
No, someone was like, "What do you like?" I think they meant the show when the show
Yes,
ends.
yes,
So.
yes. It took me a second. Well, we have other shows to talk about,
Yeah,
and then
but
also that part.
yeah, hopefully everyone needs to keep watching the channel and also watch other cartoons so that we can
Yeah.
keep making content.
Y'all just watch Steven Universe and not anything else. So that makes it hard.
Yeah. Now the Dragon Prince has been doing well. Anyways,
Yeah.
watch The Owl House, coming to Disney January 10th.
Oh, is that that's the exact day? I forgot.
Pretty sure that's the exact day.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. And everyone that likes cartoons, like it gives me kind of Steven Universe vibes. It's the art style and just it might be kind of like it. But definitely if you liked Star Versus or Amphibia, you'll probably like Owl House too.
Yeah, it seems to be serious enough for me. And the humor isn't cringy, which is important to me. And the main cast, they seem to take the character design seriously. Like, that Demon King is obviously very adorable, but not in like... It doesn't really seem depreciating. The older witch seems like a serious character. I think it could be... It has potential. Will it be Steven Universe? I don't know if any other cartoon is ever going to get to Steven Universe level of storytelling. Usually by the time it gets this serious, they have an anime aesthetic like Avatar or Teen Titans.
Fair. I mean, I'm just worried that like no other show, like they won't get a chance again to do this because series came out at a different time. Now everything's like they bring it to streaming and it all drops at once, or they cancel it before that it could get to this point. I mean, fingers crossed, Owl House gets to do it at once and last more than like other shows will end in like a year or two. Like they only last that long, so
yeah,
it had a really good run. Very long.
Yeah, no, it's a good show. I really don't know if there will ever be another show like it. Just really knows how to toe the line between the serious and the comedic. Gravity Falls, I guess, is the closest comparison, but even then, I love Gravity Falls. I think it had one of the best finales of all time, but I just don't think its arc ship did nearly what Steven Universe did. Actually, I would say it nearly did it, but not quite.
Interesting. Yeah, I wasn't really in fandom back then, or like I don't know, not in fandom, but just like I don't know, it didn't feel the same to me because I was just a lot younger, I'd say. So, but now, probably if it aired now, I'd be like, oh yeah, we're making. Obviously, that show actually got me into theories in general, and that's why I made them for Steven Universe. But
yeah,
I would have loved to cover it. I guess if I was a bit older when it first came out.
Yeah, Gravity Falls would have been a good one for this channel, but
for sure.
Cartoons do seem to be, becoming more popular. Steven, more serious storytelling. We're seeing it more and more. You guys didn't see Costume Quest. We just watched that. Again, not the level of Steven Universe, but we are seeing more serious storytelling. Unfortunately, a lot of it is, as you said, with streaming services that drop them all in one day. So hard to put a fan base together for that, like...
Oh, yeah.
There's fans, but will they band together?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, yeah, there's hopefully other streaming services do week by week, like Disney Plus is, so I appreciate that as much as Disney Plus is Disney Plus, but we'll see for that.
Yeah.
But there's other shows you guys can check out, not serious aesthetic-ish, but...
There's we were talking, I'd like to do that video we talked about before, the if you like Steven Universe, you should watch. Like a list of shows. Obviously, none of them, like, it's just so hard to capture this vibe. But other shows that are kind of out now that have similar things, serious storytelling, I'd like to revisit that idea. But
like currently airing, or even if they're done?
I don't think it should be shows that are done. Like, I wouldn't put Gravity Falls on the list. Maybe something that's, like, more recent. Like, you could probably put Star on there. It's recent enough.
True.
But, like, business talk, like, the intention is to start facilitating more of a fan base for those.
That is very fair. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you're going to mention, like, Bee and Puppy Cat or something.
Yeah, Bee and Puppy Cat would be on there. Probably Ruby would be on there.
You haven't even seen Ruby. How can you...
I haven't, but, like, you guys have talked about it. Like,
I talk about it a lot. With other people.
Post is going to make me watch it this week. We're going to do some live streaming together. Not live stream, but like we're gonna stream a show to watch together, Ruby and BoJack. So Do you think there will be a Steven Universe rebot? Well, according to Google, a rebot... No, just kidding. A reboot. No.
No, Cartoon Network. Possibly. In like 10 years. Because, I mean, their last big original series, Ben 10, has not shut up since it aired.
Yeah, Ben 10 was really its own crazy... Because it had so much merchandising potential with the different alien monsters.
Yeah, it still does, yeah.
And, like, Steven Universe has some merchandise, but not, like, action figures.
I mean, it has potential. They just don't want to make action figures because girls apparently can't have action figures.
So, like, if you actually look at, like, the sales for, like, female-led action figures, they don't do very well.
Sad face.
Yeah. Which is kind of sad, because, like, Steven Universe isn't even, like, a girl's show.
So you're saying, like, even if they made action figures and marketed them towards boys, but they were the gems, they wouldn't do well?
I'm not saying... Actually, I think the gems would do better than, obviously, like, a Steven or a Greg figure.
Yeah.
What I more mean is, like, Steven itself is... Steven Universe is not a girl show in the way that, like, Star Versus is.
Yeah, for sure.
So I would see, like, you know, boys would flock to the stores. I guess, you know, the female Power Rangers don't sell as well as the male Power Rangers. But in a show that's all females, like, it's hard to say how it would do.
Yeah, they don't want to risk it.
Yeah.
Or they don't want to put time into that, probably. If the gems were guys, we might have seen that. Or, like, male presenting.
I'm not even sure that's necessarily true. I think it would need more...
So
a lot of it also comes down to action. Like, they're called action figures for a reason. Like, if you go in the boys' toy aisle, you don't really see, like... SpongeBob toys. That's its own section.
DuckTales has toys.
Yeah, but those aren't like action.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah. Like they're in their own little kind of like. There's like different. Yeah, and Steven Universe is kind of in the middle there. Like, could you put it in the action department? It probably wouldn't sell as well. If you put it in the kids' toy, you know, the SpongeBob section, we probably would never see it.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, just in general, it would have been cool to see some kind of figures, like. Maybe some articulation for Steven's figures.
Yeah, it's like if this was Japan, we'd have all of them already.
Oh yeah, I mean, the only show that has even come close, I'd say, is Ruby with their merchandise for like what Japan gets for most anime.
Yeah, it's just good action figures would have been nice. Like I would have, you know, an Amethyst action figure, but I don't know.
But at least occasionally we get some cool senior stuff like. $150 jacket or whatever.
Yeah, thank you, Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Even your DVD menus suck.
Yeah, those are. Yeah, I probably could have made something that looked like a little better.
So gross, and it's sad because like the Australian Blu-rays, like we talked about that a long time ago. The Australian Blu-ray covers are beautiful.
Yeah, are the covers we get like America gets just. Why is it staring at me like that?
Yeah, I don't. It's like so after the Steven one, we're like maybe the next one will be better, and then the Garnet one came out. It's like maybe they'll just kill us in our sleep.
The next option is that, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Still gonna buy them all, but I'm like heavily considering editing like my own, and just printing them out on glossy paper.
Your own cover?
Yeah, I'm autistic. Leave me alone. Just.
Stop.
That's not a swear.
I know, but you're like, don't excuse yourself.
Oh, don't excuse making your own.
Like, oh, I have a thing for printing out.
Okay.
Covers of DVDs.
Fine.
But would you watch the Steven Universe reboot?
I have a rule, and it's very recent, about just franchised materials. So like as a rule, no, but like. If it's coming out and it's kind of like the Steven Universe we kind of always wanted, yes. Do I think anyone would ever actually, like, even if they were given full reign to do whatever they want, do I think anyone could possibly, you know, make it feel real? Like, you know, like a redraft? Probably not. Yeah.
If they could make a 22-minute show, I'd definitely watch it, personally.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's 22 minutes, like...
It doesn't necessarily mean, but...
Yeah, like, here's the thing, is, like, today's plotline, if it was just stretched over 2 episodes, that's 22 minutes. But can other episodes still be 11? Sure. Obviously, you know, they have to, like, do act breaks when it's, like, a 2-parter, but, you know, like, season 2 and 3 worked very well in that regard, in my opinion.
I mean, they didn't, like, Yeah, there's never been like a show where I don't think it's swapped back and forth between 22 and 11 and 44 so freely.
Yeah.
But that'd be nice if that was a thing.
Yeah. Caleb says, is Deep Cut ignoring comments? Some. I can't reply to all of them. Now that Hailey's here, we're having more of a, back and forth instead of a Q&A.
Yeah.
But I'm not like trying to. There's only so much we can do.
Somebody asked about future season 2, and I'm like, I mean, I don't know how this one's gonna end this season. So, I mean, if there's still more to answer, I mean, I would definitely want to see more episodes. But yeah, what about you?
I mean, like, if they were doing more seasons, yeah, I'm here for it. I was here when they were like, hey, 9-season plan. I was like, yes, please, thank you.
Same.
Give me more. But, it's not happening. It's like asking, what would you do if the sky was purple, Whatever I would do if the sky was purple.
Yeah, that's a fair answer.
There's no real answer. It's like, I would watch it. Sonic Speedster says, guys, I need to ask you something. Why didn't he just ask it instead of saying that first?
Yeah, on Discord, that's what happens to me. A lot of people will just be like, hi, can I ask you something? I'm like, just go ahead. Just tell me.
Say no.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but, are we just waiting for that one person to respond now? It takes because the delay, it'll take a while.
We're just talking about Ruby. We're just talking about Steam Year's Future and other cartoons a little bit.
Yeah.
What will you do if you meet Lapis? Where?
Yeah.
When? Right now?
Sky's purple.
I'd be like, oh my gosh, gems are real, and then be like, I want to see how her hair felt. If it's like, I don't know. Do you think it feels like actual hair?
That's Hailey. Are you okay? What?
I don't know. I just have gem questions.
That's such. You think they're like okay?
Well, does the skin feel like actual skin, or does it just feel like rock?
Okay, so you mean gems and this isn't like a Lapis specific question.
No, sorry.
Okay, like you made it seem like
I've never seen another gem in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, a real gem.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, like I was just like, that's such a weird thing to go up to a Lapis and do. Someone asked what we think about the liberation of Homeworld. Like, what do you mean? Like, how do I feel about it from a socio-political standpoint, or do I think it's cool? Let's see.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Ruby says they feel rocky. That makes sense.
Bob and Freckles, yes. I don't think any Lapis will let you get near. They'll let Hailey near. Hailey's a nice person.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I wouldn't pose a threat to them at all. So.
Claude asks, what would you want from a Lapis and Peridot fusion? And my answer is for it not to be purely fan service.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I think they're pushing the whole thing. Peridot does not want to fuse thing.
So that's something we were talking about earlier. Okay. And I was like, the way I could see this working out is curly-haired Gem Washington Lapis returns with Jasper to crash a little homeschool, and Lapis, who has been struggling with fusion because she isn't sure if fusion can ever be healthy, gets convinced by Peridot to fuse, and through that realizes that fusion can be good if it's with good people and good relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So, but will they do that? Probably not.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna make. I really want Peridot to fuse because like her not wanting to fuse, I feel like is a weird. Like, you can even fuse with friends. It's not like a whole. You're in like a relationship thing. That's I've never wanted to see it purely like that because obviously it's not.
Yeah.
But her not wanting to fuse for that, I don't know. It's just kind of weird, but.
Yeah, it's I don't. So like, I feel like they were on Twitter. They were asking about what a Peridot fusion would be like, and like one of them came out and said, "But just because if Peridot doesn't fuse, it doesn't make her relationships any less valid. They're still the same as fusions." Which just says to me that they're basically saying she's not going to fuse.
Yeah. As much as I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
That's the impression I got too. Yeah. probably not gonna happen.
If someone walked up to you and just poked your hair for some reason, what would you do?
Well, my hair's very thin, so it'd probably poke my head. So, and that would hurt. I'd be like, ow. And I'd be like, what the heck?
Depends on the context. I've been known to just like start swinging.
You would start swinging?
It depends. Like, again, context matters, but like I've been known to just start swinging. Like,
okay, so this is a warning, guys. Do not poke deep cut.
Don't poke the deep cut. The deep cut pokes you.
Well, okay, so it's okay if you do it.
I was a reference to the poking the bear thing, but yeah.
I got it.
If you were a gem, what gem would you be?
Oh, well, I love pearls. So maybe a pearl, but I would hope they wouldn't have their, like, I don't know, I mean, because some things seem deeply ingrained in a gem, so I wonder if that would carry over into if I was a gem. So, gotta think about that. But also, I'd be a lot more cleaner than I would be in real life, because I'm messy. So
here's a fun idea for a video.
Clean, like room clean.
Here's a fun idea for a video. You find out which pearl you are by ordering one of those like clams that you can open up and pull a pearl out on camera for like the video.
What are you talking about? Like an actual clam?
Yeah, like an actual oyster. So like you
How do I know the difference?
I don't know. Like I see. I don't know what a clam versus an oyster is. I thought clams had pearls.
Yeah, I'm saying like what? There's a blue pearl in here or something, or what?
Yeah. So here's the thing. Okay, so like you can buy these online. I bought one for my niece recently for Christmas as her gift, and it like comes with a necklace that you put the pearl in afterwards. But basically, like in this little can, you open it up and you pull out a clam or an oyster. I don't know which is which. Leave me alone, you guys. And you like it comes with a little tool that you can pry the clam open and pull out the pearl that's inside, and you don't know what color you're going to get until you open it. They don't even know, because all they do is x-ray the clam to make sure there is a pearl inside, but they don't check what color it is.
Interesting. Is this pretty cheap, or?
Oh yeah, like I said, I bought it for my niece. It was like less than $20.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you're getting one that's just a clam without the necklace, probably even cheaper. But yeah.
Interesting. Cool.
Like, it'd be a fun video to do. Just an idea.
Yeah. Yeah. What pearl would I be?
Yeah.
Do they put like coloring into the clam to make it a certain color? Or...
As far as I know, pearls can come in different colors.
Or they just naturally do that?
Yeah, so the one I saw, like, I don't think they injected it with anything. And I can't get to Amazon from my browser for some reason because it doesn't work. I don't have any idea why. It just doesn't work. Anyways, as far as I know, pearls come in... Let's find out. What colors do pearls come in? Because, like, they have to bleach them in Japan, remember?
Yeah. I just say, like, I don't know, maybe they somehow can purposely alter the color, because I know you can purposely alter shapes of oysters, too.
Yeah, so, like, pearls can come in different colors. Pink is the rarest. They are created by the endangered Greek queen conch snail. And apparently they can't be made artificially.
Oh.
Oh, no. They have not been cultured, which means they have not been farmed. So they are made artificially using dye on freshwater pearls.
Yeah, okay. Still, that's a cute idea. Cute.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Idea. Somebody asked what my gem weapon would be. And I did have a gem sona at one point, or I still technically do, but I can't even remember what my weapon was. I always like maybe like a mini crossbow on my wrist or something like that.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So, whew.
Gosh. Oh, here's an even more fun version of this. What gem would I be? But instead of me picking, you've got to pick one for me.
Well.
Insult me, just go for it.
Yeah, I see.
We'll get through this, I promise.
I don't want to do this, guys. I'm just like, well, it's I don't know. I was gonna say ruby, maybe.
I knew it.
Yeah. But also, like, I don't know, because theorists, you want to predict the future, so sapphire's a cool one to choose as well.
I did get Steven's shirt correct.
For that video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe.
I was like...
What would my
Oh, yeah,
be?
you're talking about sapphire stuff. Yeah, so there's that.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone hated that at first. They were like, "Oh, why is his shirt blue? I don't like it." And then everyone came back when the poster came out.
And then he was right.
Yeah.
Oh, Post was gonna call you a Ruby too.
Oh, why?
All and your Fury.
I am concerned now.
Oh yeah, when is the Sneeple coming? I'm waiting.
They're not coming.
Oh, damn.
There will be no Sneeple. Okay, a pearl from an oyster is a tumor, but from a clam is natural.
Oh.
Interesting.
The heck?
That's what that one person said. Caleb stuff.
Yeah, I can see that. Interesting.
Your post says, because rubies are top tier gems, obviously. I love this kid. Alright. Let's see. Sapphire says, fun fact, rubies are different versions of sapphires. Yep, I actually mentioned that in a video I was working on today.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so fun times.
Yeah. And did you guys know that jasper actually isn't, like, a type of quartz the way that amethyst is?
Uh-oh.
Jaspers are just quartz that are opaque.
And then what's an amethyst?
Amethyst is like this other thing entirely. So like quartz can be agates or jaspers, but amethysts are neither.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
is that why you think Holly Blue looks like kind of ish? Like she's
yes, but I don't believe she was made on Earth.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of reasons. I have an outline for a video on that later. But yeah, I think that I didn't even think of her as being that big and bulky until I saw that agates were quartz, and I was like, wait a minute, let's take a look.
Yeah, you gotta wonder like what they actually want to make a connection with, versus like it just happened. Because like I believe malachite wasn't even intentionally like malachite, like it, because the whole thing about malachites is that it's like toxic in water or something. It's like bad. I don't know if you've heard about that, but the creators didn't, or Rebecca didn't even know about that when choosing malachite, I believe.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think for a lot of it, they just go with color and maybe they do some research. But, like, how do you research, like, oh, what's a gem that's toxic in water?
Yeah.
You know, like...
Bad water gem. Yeah, unless you're, like, you would have to ask, like, a gem expert.
You just go to Google, like, bad water gem. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Hard to say, you know, what's a connection and what's not, but... yeah, I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, well, I still love the effort they put into all the gems and whatever, even if not everything was intentional.
Yeah. See, that would be something the characters would have to know, though, because, like, from what we've taken from the show, the fusions aren't actually the names they give themselves. That's just, like, nicknameification.
Yeah, I've wondered how that works. They just think do they just know, right? Or they don't. They have to think about it a little bit, right?
So that's where it gets a little weird, is like, if the gem doesn't exist in homeworld society, then, like, who's to say that they even know what a malachite is as a gem? Like, it's like us imagining a race of humans that doesn't exist. How would we just come up with a name? Like, sure, maybe there's an alien race out there. Whatever, you get my point. So I don't know. That doesn't make sense. I never liked that idea that they made up their own names. I always liked the idea that it was kind of cross-wired programming that tells them their names.
It was innate to them, something they just knew when they fused.
But yeah, the whole pink diamond thing kind of threw a wrench in that. And then Blue being like, does that call itself a garnet? Is that what Blue Diamond sounds like?
I can believe it, yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to impersonate her like I did for Onion, but...
Oh, yeah. I was pretty good. That was...
Yeah. I like the comment on that just said, when he said, "Mama," I really felt that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Do I think Jasper has something to do with episode Little Graduation?
Yes.
Is she going to crash the graduation?
Yes.
Yeah. That's my first thought. I admittedly cannot remember all the episode names that are upcoming, so...
Yeah, there's Little Graduation and Prickly Pear.
Are those next week?
Yes.
Awesome. Oh, and that's it for now.
Yep, then hiatus, here we come.
Heck. Well, see you guys next decade after that.
Yeah. Would you fuse with your friend? Do you remember that that kind of Steven Universe skit I pitched to you like a year and a half ago?
No, maybe. Like, explain it a little bit.
So, I mean, I guess you said we could do it, but I guess none of it would be inappropriate for this. So basically, I had an idea that's like a whole bunch of dudes just like watching football.
I don't remember this then. No, I don't remember this football thing.
Well, they're all just watching football, and then the doorbell rings, and one guy answers the door, and he's like, "Dude," and the other guy's like, "Bro," and they like hug each other, and suddenly they start glowing, and they're like, "Uh-oh," and they just like fuse into a big guy, and everyone's just watching, like stunned silence, and then one of them just says, "Gay," and that's the whole skit. That's it.
That's it. That's the skit.
And you and MYKAL were like,
that could be like a not even CV or skit. That could be just like a skit on Saturday Night Live or something, wherever they do something.
that would make no sense.
Right? I mean, I don't know. Just like
people would be like, who wrote
like,
this?
Like hugging and not you fused into one bigger person.
But yeah, when I pitched it, I was like, this is probably the worst idea in the world, but I'm throwing it out there. And you and MYKAL were just like, I mean, I guess if you want.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't think I still remember it, but like if you pitched it to both of us, that could have had a very different reaction.
Yeah, like you guys were like, yeah, I guess, like if you want to try it out. Like at the time, like my videos were getting like millions of views though, so I think you guys were like, let's just see what happens.
Are you being serious, or like you're saying like they did well or not well?
So no, at the time, this was like way back when I first started. Most of my videos were like the Green Diamond animation and the Steven Universe opening that actually got 1 million views.
Okay, I was like, are you talking about like your analysis?
No, not that one. That was for me. Those don't count.
Okay.
Remove those from rotation.
Gotcha.
No, I'm talking like the big videos that got 1 million views. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds hilarious. If you could. Like frame, like shoot you. I mean, you're obviously a great cameraman, whatever, editor. So if you can pull that off.
Oh wait, maybe. I could still do this. That's terrible.
Okay. Well, maybe not that ending.
No, see that's the punchline though.
I know.
And it just fits Steven Universe. So we should not have a business meeting right now. Well, but yeah.
But anyways, would I fuse with a friend? Yeah, there's nothing wrong about it. It's one kind of relationship. It's a friendship, and yeah, sure.
All right, yeah. Someone asked what Green Diamond animation, and I will put it on.
Oh my gosh, you're missing out.
Yeah, it's like one of our most viewed videos of all time. Post says, please do it, Deep. I need this. It feels weird when people call me Deep. Please call me Deep Cut. The Deep just makes it sound weird.
What about Cut?
No.
Cut? No. Okay.
No. Anyways, Green Diamond video is playing now, so you guys can see what that was about. It was animated by Art with Coda, with help from me doing some of the rotoscoping and just general putting it all together. Yeah.
And then, so you just had that playing over and over. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Looks great, man.
Yeah.
Deeper cut.
Deeper cut? Nope. Stop that. Okay, cut. Okay.
Now everyone's gonna like call you that.
It's great. Thanks. I hate it. Remember when you guys called me Daddy Deep Cut? Can we go back to that?
So you like that one?
Yeah, I love that. Deep Pass Cut? That's... Anyways. I don't even know what's going on with this. Y'all are interesting, to say the least. See, I don't know if this person's calling me okay cut, or they mean okay comma cut. Deep scar. Okay, this is just... New question. Hailey, if you were to fuse with a friend, what gem fusion would you become? Or something, I don't know.
Well, I don't know what my friend is. Depends on...
So, I mean, like, if you're a pearl and I'm a ruby, if we fuse, we'd be a rhodonite, right?
Oh, I don't know, but I want 4 arms. It doesn't matter. I don't care about how many eyes, as long as there's more than 1. Or more than 0.
Sorry, someone just called me Deep Slice, and I love it.
It's,
Please do call me that one. That one's great. Like, just do it in my next video. Just everyone do it on my next video and see if we can confuse everyone in the comments. Deep, can you fuse with Hailey? Yeah, we'd be rhodonite.
Yeah. Deep dish.
Deep dish. No!
Yes!
I like thick cut.
This sounds like just pizza.
Yeah. Now I want pizza cut.
I mean, no, but real quick, what kind of pizza would you be?
Oh.
Pizza.
Oh, goat cheese.
Goat cheese. Oh, yeah, he was telling me the other day.
Yeah,
He's
obsessed.
been liking goat cheese pizza.
I am obsessed.
Like, that's cool. I've never really tried that, but I've had goat cheese, but not goat cheese pizza. So.
Someone called me tuckpeed, and I agree with it because it's just deep cut backwards. It's tuckpeed.
No, it has peed in
it's who I am now.
Shortcut. That sounds good.
What else did I miss? Shortcut. That's me. Wait till you see my next video. A lot of shortcuts there.
Calling himself out. Oh,
someone asked, would there be goat meat on top of it? No, it's just the cheese. I don't really like goat meat very much. I prefer deer or lamb.
Yeah. Oh, I even had goat. I don't even know. Whatever.
Goat
Sometimes
cheese on
Mexican
pizza.
food will have like maybe lamb or something. But besides that, that's basically only when I've had that.
So someone called me a swear word and said, too far? Too far. Yeah.
Derp. Oh, derp cut.
Derp cut is nice, but yeah. They also, on Shug, they call me the swear word version.
Ah, yeah.
Cut
Don't go there,
bean.
kids. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But derp cut, that's that.
Haircut.
Haircut? No! Yep, ever since my haircut, that's me.
Oh yeah, it references his haircut, which he loved. He loved it.
Yeah, someone typed backwards. Hey, deep cut, who has life been even... What? Okay, how has life been since I started talking to you? It's been confusing, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mariana's Trench. I did live at Mariana's Trench, the deepest point in the ocean. So
you lived in the ocean?
I was on Guam. Is right on Mariana's Trench.
Oh.
So I'm not gonna read that one either. It's not a swear word, but it's probably not something to say.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, that's you've lived a lot of places, and it's awesome to hear about that.
Yep, many lives.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them dull.
Aw. No, traveling, living. I mean, moving's tough, so I can only imagine.
I actually like the process of moving.
Oh. Carrying boxes? Moving boxes?
Well, it's just kind of like cathartic to pack things up and kind of say goodbye and just know you're getting a fresh start. Like, everyone says, the new kid has such a hard time because movies say that the new kid is picked on. That is not true at all. Like, people love a new kid. It's someone interesting, someone new. Like, you don't know their history, so it's just, like, especially in non-military places, like, it was just so easy to date back then just because, like, no one knew how weird I was.
You're talking about, like, during school, or?
Yeah, like, back when I was in high school. I guess moving as an adult would be a little bit more difficult, but I didn't... As soon as I got here. Someone asked, what do you want your fans to call you? I do not have fans. That is not the appropriate word for...
You have stands?
We have an audience.
No, they're followers or
followers, I'd say you have fans because, like, they knew you. I just kind of came in at the last minute, so, like, I mean,
people I'm sure there's some people that only really know you.
There's got to be a few, yeah, but, like, I don't know, fans? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, somebody wanted to know your Discord. They wanted to,
Yeah, they were trying to get me to, like, talk about their fans.
Oh, I think.
Yeah.
Hey,
yes.
guys. Oh, yeah, your post is up really late.
Yeah, it's
11 p.m.
He is but a little boy who needs to go to bed.
It's his beauty sleep.
Yes.
Yeah. We can definitely handle him, and if Deep Cut wants to end this, definitely.
Yeah, I'm ready, because, like, as someone mentions, we're talking about my dating life instead of SU stuff. So.
I was just talking about moving, and then he brings up that.
I am a terrible narcissist. Time to end the stream.
Yeah, for me, it's only 8, but they've been streaming for 2 hours, so.
Yeah, it's been a whole 2 hours. So, it was nice talking to all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Sonic says he's got a bad idea. I want to hear this first.
I'm not a little boy.
You're our little brother
Sorry.
now. Let's see.
I feel so old.
Yes, I'm 27.
I know. You're actually quite a bit older.
I thought you were gonna say you're actually old. I get it. I'm like, wow, okay.
I wasn't gonna go that. Don't.
Nope, none of that. Nope. Go back to shipping Hailey with MYKAL. Remember that?
No. He actually has a girlfriend. Okay.
Oh, does he? Good for him.
He's had her. He met her. There was an event in Alhambra at Gallery Nucleus, and it was for Star Versus, and that's how he met her. So, they're both cartoon fans, clearly.
Aw.
I know, that's pretty sweet.
Addison is the youngest fan here. She says she's 11 years old, and if I'm not mistaken, she's the one that came up with the Gem Washington.
Okay.
Or was that Ashley Davidson? I don't know. Either way, don't call me thick cut.
Oh, okay. See,
Don't ship us.
Children, this is past your bedtime.
Yes, all of you go to bed, but before you do, go to Twitter, Tumblr, and Reddit and talk about Gem Washington. Have a good night.
Bye.
And